afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. Welcome to Salisbury University. My name is Robbie Sheehan. I serve as Deputy Chief of Staff and Director of Government and Community Relations here. So excited to be here for this awesome day. Thank you so much for coming out. We're just so excited about the downtown trolley and so appreciative of the work of our of Jake Day, Council President, Mayor Jim Ireton, Brad Bellachico, from Shore Transit, and Laura Korjakowski. So excited to be here. I know our friends from the Chamber are here, Tony Nichols, Memo Dierker, Rick Pollitt's here, Jack Heath, Laura Mitchell. This is obviously a community event because everybody who's anybody in this community is here today. So we're so excited to have you here. This trolley service is just another link, along with the bike lanes that we striped last year, just between the university and downtown. We're so excited about the synergy that's just happening in this community. And it is our hope that through this trolley that it will bring the downtown area and the university closer together and encourage our students to visit and take pride in their downtown. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Jim Ireton to say a few words. Thank you.
Let's give it up for Robbie Sheehan, the hardest working guy on the campus at SU. Give him a round of applause for everything that he does. Someone was in his position and had to coordinate with me when I was an undergraduate, so someone else had that job back then. Let me say hello to our Student Government Association representatives who are here. Give them a round of applause. Also, our County Executive, Rick Pollitt, is with us as well. Give him a round of applause. Members of the Arts and Entertainment District, which this bus will drive through, Lee Whaley's here. Give her a round of applause. That's pretty great. And really, the godfather of downtown, and the reason we do all of this, is Bill Otis, who was the first revitalizer of downtown. We will make sure that no one tells the English professors that revitalizer is not a word. Our Chamber of Commerce is here. Memo Dierker and all of his board members, give them a round of applause. That's terrific that you all come today, too. As Robbie said, this is just another link between this campus and downtown Salisbury. And we know that downtown Salisbury will not be revitalized if we don't have university students, faculty, and university professors who live in the neighborhoods along this route on this bus downtown. You know, and I'm going to deviate again because this is only this guy's first day in this job, and he really needs to be recognized because we need to give him all the support we can. Jack Heath, our new city councilman. Jack, stand up. And Laura Mitchell sitting next to him. Give her a round of applause, too. I'm going to go through everybody. There's Brad Gillis. Let's just say that's Brad Gillis is over there. Give him a round of applause. Now, there's going to be another big benefactor of this particular endeavor between Shore Transit, the city, the university, and then the neighborhoods and everywhere we go. The biggest benefactor is going to be people like Joel Olive, who own restaurants downtown and have businesses downtown where more and more people are going to go. And that's important. The other thing that it's going to do is it's going to make the job of this woman, Jamie Heater, who's our Third Friday coordinator, even easier. So give those two people a round of applause. Every mayor that has ever been in the mayor's office has been asked about the revitalization of downtown. Every single solitary mayor. From all the way back in 1909, when finally, after the dam broke in 1909, it took 14 years for the first new building to be built downtown. All of it was mud flats. That 100-year anniversary of the first new buildings down there, which is about 1918 into 1919, is just around the corner. And I pledge to you to still be the mayor when we start to put brand new buildings in that downtown. Even if it took us 100 years, we're going to do it. And it is only because of the energy of people like Robbie Sheehan and Janet Dudley Eschbach and Peggy Nalepa and Jake Day, all of those people saying, now is the time to do it. Now is the time to bring all of these partners together. And never have we been more of one accord than we are right now with these projects that we take on. So not only, you know, that the City Council with Jake and Laura's leadership have us in a negotiation deal for parking lot number 1. We know that the City Center, Bill Otis, is more filled than it's been in 30 years. Yes, that's pretty huge. And we are creating a new brand of urban pioneer for our city. They are people like the Remedy Church downtown who are bringing new worshipers every week downtown and discovering what it means to do God's work in our city. That's important. Whiting Turner, a regional construction company downtown for the first time, that's good news. People like Laura Kordakowski that our city hired to be our first business development specialist. If it is not clear to you, all of your elected officials and all of the players in our community have decided that we will make the center of our universe the urban core, and that's downtown Salisbury. So let me do this. I'm going to introduce the next speaker, and let me tell you, not to make a Bible reference, Reverend Weaver, but when one toils out in the wilderness for years and years on his own, someone comes and brings him out of the wilderness. And this next person brought me out of the wilderness. And he is leading an incredible, setting an incredible example, and also passing legislation at an incredible clip, getting 5-0 votes over 90% of the time. And he did this because all of us decided that it was time to change leadership and move this city forward. I'm just going to call him Dr. Progress. Please welcome the president of our city council, Jacob Day.
Well, thank you, Mayor Ireton. Before I do anything else, I'd like to ask my city council colleagues, Laura Mitchell, and this feels really good to say, Jack Heath, come up and stand here with me, would you please?
Hey.
Welcome aboard, Jack. Well, Mr. Mayor, you know I believe in downtown, and I know you believe in downtown, and I believe in you and everything that you've done to lead this administration toward progress. And so we're trying to be your partners in city council, and we're trying to do the right thing, and I believe we're getting there. A city that invests in its heart and soul in its downtown is bound to succeed. A city that doesn't, as we haven't in the past, is bound to fail. So we're coming out of failure and headed towards success. We're headed towards success for this community. I'm super excited about it. I'm amazed to see this group of people who is so dedicated to the heart of our city. I'm looking around and I know virtually every single one of you has invested so much time and energy in downtown, and I'm so grateful for you. So I want to say that this linkage is so critical between the university and downtown. We have 10,000, almost 10,000 students, 9,000, what? How many? 9,500, 9,200? 8,600, plus over 1,000 staff and faculty members. 1,700 staff and faculty members. We have a campus community of about 10,000 people. These are 10,000 bright minds who believe in this community, who dedicate themselves to knowledge, the creation of knowledge, the passing on of wisdom, and we need to bring that energy into our heart and soul. So you, the students, the faculty, the staff of Salisbury University, we believe that you need to be downtown, and we want to get you there. And it's only 1.4 miles away, and that's not that far. The only smaller distance between downtown and Salisbury University is in, really, this man's heart, Memo Derrick. That's about it. But for the rest of us, it's 1.4 miles, and that's not that far. But we believe that a trolley service designed as a circulator, running 40-minute or less circles constantly from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. at Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights is going to be a spark for downtown. We've had many other sparks in the last few years. The mayor mentioned many of them, and we've got a few more up our sleeves. So this is one. This is one to help us ignite this fire, make it burn even brighter. And I'd like to invite forward another leader in our community who has lit sparks community-wide, county-wide, County Executive Rick Pollitt. Rick.
Thanks, Jake. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I also want to add a word of thanks. I want to thank Jack Heath for stepping up to the plate at a time when leadership and calm, rational decision-making is sorely needed in our community. I want to thank Jack for being willing to take that on, and I want to congratulate the City Council for having the wisdom to bring him on and make him a part of the team. So I want one more hand for Jack Heath and the City Council and the Mayor for his support. So you might ask, why is the county represented here today with something that the city is sponsoring in concert with the Tri-County Council and Salisbury University? Well, if there's ever been a time for more collaboration and to erase the boundaries that divide us, whether they're municipal boundaries, county boundaries, or even the boundaries of our mind, how we approach problems. This is that time. And when I see all of the partners that have come here today to make this happen, it shows me that our community gets it, that we do understand the value of collaboration and working with each other to leverage our assets for the greater good of the community. And so when we look at the trolley service, it's one more indication of how we're moving from a town with a university to a true university town. And I think that's something that we all want to see happen here. And there's one other element I'd like to add to this too. This is going to provide a safe route downtown and back again. Just last week we broke a ribbon, or cut the ribbon, on East College Avenue for the latest Safe Streets to School program, where with grant money we were able to put in new sidewalks where they didn't exist before. So now students walking to and from school will have a safer way to get there. Now with the trolley going back and forth between the university and our university housing and downtown, that's a safe way to get our young people back and forth. And so that's one more indication of where our community puts its priorities. We care about our young people, we want them downtown, we want them engaged, but we wanted to get them there and get them back safe again. So once again, for that, I thank the community, I thank the partners who made this happen, and I think it's a tremendous step forward for us. And now I would like to turn the mic over to someone whose support we couldn't do without, and that's the chairman of the Tri-County Council of the Lower Eastern Shore, Worcester County Council member, Jim Purnell.
Good afternoon. Before I get started, there are some people I would like to recognize, and that is our Director of Shore Transit, Tri-County, that is Mike Pennington. Also the transportation, that's Brad's right here somewhere. We have our first Vice President here, Jerry Boston. Thank you. This is a great day in Salisbury. It's here on the campus today as we move forward, and this is an indication of citizens and people working together in government. Good afternoon. I am James Purnell, Worcester County Commissioner and Chair of the Tri-County Council, whose Shore Transit Division is a partner in this new bus route. As a transportation professional, I understand the challenges of putting this route together and the benefits it will bring to Salisbury University and the city of Salisbury. The mission of the Tri-County Council is to assist the region with economic development and quality of life initiatives. This new bus route does both. It will help students and other members of the community reach the downtown and bring revenue to the downtown businesses. We are proud, very proud, to partner with the city, the university, and our area businesses. I also want to thank the Maryland Transit Administration and the Federal Transit Administration who are providing some of the money, some of the funding for this route. This is a great example for what we can accomplish when we work together for the benefit of our community. At this time, I would like to welcome Salisbury Vice President of Student Affairs, Dean Fullis.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Dr. Janet Dudley Eschbach, our president, I'm delighted to welcome you to Salisbury University. It is great to see so many friendly faces here on such a beautiful day. I want our students to come up here. Come on up here and gather around me, guys. We asked our Student Government Association and our Safe Ride student leaders to be with us today to join us in this because this is such an important moment and an exciting moment for the city of Salisbury, for Salisbury University, for downtown businesses, and even for the Route 13 businesses in Seagull Square. To be able to create this dynamic loop opportunity is going to create synergy that not only is going to help with economic development, but it's going to help take some of the resources in this community and expand them to even broader kinds of ways. To be able to introduce our students to downtown, to get them downtown, to get them familiar with all of the opportunities that exist downtown is really, really important. And also to invite some of our community members up to our campus. Who might not have been to our campus before is another wonderful opportunity. So the synergies associated with this are really just outstanding. I know Rick Pollitt mentioned safety and security, and it's so important to us. That's why I wanted to have Safe Ride here, because Safe Ride works really, really hard every weekend to support safety and to support our students. So we're delighted to see this opportunity come about. The other thing I think that's really important, the university really values sustainability. We do a lot. Most of our new buildings are LEED certified. We have charging stations here on campus for electric cars, a number of sustainable kinds of things. Having the downtown trolley is another great sustainability initiative. So instead of our students hopping in their own cars to go downtown, to get them together and to use the trolley is just going to make it so much better for all involved. I'd like to take a moment to thank Mayor Ireton and Jake Day for their leadership in making this happen. It's a very, very important day. I'm delighted to see the trolley here, and I'm going to talk a little bit generationally here right now. To see that trolley reminds me of Mr. Rogers. How many here know the trolley on Mr. Rogers? See those hands go up? Oh, these guys do too. So you guys are going to have the inaugural ride on the Mr. Rogers Salisbury City, Salisbury University trolley. Again, thank you all. We're delighted to have you here.
And with that, thank you so much for coming out. Mr. Richard Shockley, we will just want to give a shout out to the bus driver and say thank you so much for doing the ride. Thank you so much for coming out. If we could have everybody gather near the trolley, we're going to do a ribbon cutting and take a picture real quick, so feel free to hop in there. And thank you again.
There you go, Robbie. Where's Brad? Where is it? Brad! Here he comes. There he comes. Come on, Brad.
Just like good time.
Who brought their dollar? Who brought their dollar? Who brought their dollar? We gotta get a dollar to get on.